Bryan, okay, there's already problems with the spending bill. The thing's been into law like 12 hours. What's the problem?
Yeah, well, we have a slave labor issue, my friend. So obviously one of the big pieces or components of this bill is we are encouraging renewable energy. A big component of that is, of course, solar. So where do those solar panels come from? Well, we know that most of them come from China, not just to this country, but all around the world. Most people get their solar panels from China. Well, now that's a problem because those panels are made in a region in western and northern parts of the country of China where slave labor puts them together. They also pick a bunch of Chinese cotton, by the way. But the point is that solar panels in China almost exclusively are made by people who are not doing it because they want to. They're being told that they have to do it. Plus, a lot of the minerals that go into these solar panels, some of the materials, are also from people who are engaged in slave labor. They're being told by the regime that they've got to do it. So that has meant that a law that the United States has on the books says, hey, we're not going to take any of this stuff that's made by slave labor. So it's coming into our ports, these Chinese solar panels, and custom officials are saying, hey, you got to prove that this is not made by these people. The Uyghur people is their name. It's the ethnic group involved here. Well, the suppliers can't promise that. They don't have the proper paperwork. So you got all these solar panels building up in warehouses and ports, and that's delaying a whole bunch of solar farms. So we're not going to have any of these farms built because these solar panels are made by slave labor.
Bryan, maybe this is a really stupid question, but you're used to that by now when you talk to me. Where exactly are the solar farms going?
Well, throughout the United States, we have all kinds of permitted solar farms. Certainly, we've seen them all the way from Hawaii down to Florida, but you're even seeing them up north in places like Michigan and Vermont. But the issue is how quickly can we build these, the permitting process, so that will take some degree of time. But if the actual panels themselves aren't going to be able to come into the country, well, that's going to push you years behind schedule. Why that's important? Well, if you're shutting down coal and your nuclear plants before you've built out the capacity of this renewable stuff, well, you're going to have blackouts. And that's what we're actually seeing in some places in the world. It's not very smart policy.
Don't miss Jesse Kelly Breaks History. Che Guevara, the latest episode of a new series available now exclusively for First TV supporters. Visit the First TV app or thefirsttv.com to subscribe and start watching today.